With today's ongoing digital transformations, businesses rely on the network to connect to customers, business-critical applications, and partners globally. As a key resource, management, governance, and risk typically require scheduled or ad hoc reporting to communicate the status of applications, the network, sites, or SLA performance across service providers or tunnels. As different organizations may require unique parameters and data sets within the report, having customizable capabilities in a broad range of data sets to report on are important for many job functions within the NetOps organization. Let's take a look at LiveNX and the capabilities for reporting. When we look at the main menu option here within reports, we'll see that View Reports is the first initial tab we will take a look at. So as we view reports, we'll see that there's a series of templates already available to us out of the box. Default templates with our voice, SD-WAN, WAN capacity, applications, etc., as well as top reports that you're typically leveraging, whether it be quality of service for diff-serve code point, class drops, interface bandwidth, applications as well, and then recurring favorite reports that are typically scheduled or ad hoc from that point of view. So let's take a look at favorite applications and drill down to here just in a little bit more detail. Within the favorite applications, as we run this report, what we see is that we get all WAN devices, all interfaces, and what we're visualizing here is the applications around the total flows, the total bytes, packets, average bit rate, packet rate, etc. And now we can start to see which applications are actually consuming the most volume of traffic across your environment. So here we see it's PC over IP, highly responsive computing experience, as well as real-time protocol for video. And we're starting to see that the amount of traffic it actually starts to take off. So we can actually view the schedule in here and actually schedule this directly, or we can start to look at this as an ad hoc report and make it happen automatically. Now let's take a look at, as we go back to the view reports, let's create a custom report to see how easy that actually is. So we can give this a name, we'll call it test, so use case number 1. Footnote, this is a legal document, so it can be passed either inside or outside your organization for sharing. And then as well as what email address do you want to send it as a PDF or as a CSV type file. Now the interesting part is within the reports, here's the various data sets that you can actually select from. Lots of different flow parameters, whether it be application groups. If you want to look at endpoints for live agents, start to look at processes, account IDs, quality of service, you can start to look at the mappings, etc. But when we start to look at what, as a typical example, let's drill down in terms of wide area network, and we'll take a look at the site capacity utilization for a little bit more granularity inside of here. So we'll select this. Inside of here we'll look at the duration time. So by default it's the last 15 minutes. But let's start to look at the last day just so we can start to have a little bit more detail. You'll notice that because we've selected the last day, we've chosen to have a faster report run with our long-term database rather than looking at the raw flows, which will take a little bit longer just because it's actually from a different structure. We can also choose whether it be in bit rate, bytes, capacity, flow, packets, how do you actually want the units derived, and we can have it over a time series or an aggregation. Let's choose time series because that'll give us a basic overview from the execution time. So we choose to execute this. What we'll see is that we have a site capacity utilization for the last day. Here's our 5 sites: London, Tokyo, Melbourne, Texas, New York. And inside of here, each one of them has the listing of the capacity utilized, total capacity, flows, all of the information available to you for immediate planning capabilities, and have your successful service and make sure that your end user customers are getting the experience that they expect. So that's a very quick snapshot in terms of the ability for looking at reports within LiveNX. Lots of different capabilities. Please visit us at www.liveaction.com. Thank you.